what we have to have in this hour, we have to become deadly in the way we worship God. We have to become a deadly force when it comes to honoring Him. Lucifer's position once was to give him glory and to give him honor and to give him praise. In actual fact, the position of Lucifer was to be a messenger, to receive the message from God. He would take the message to the angels, and the angels, by the reception of the message, would worship God in response. Come on, are you there? So Lucifer's job before he became Satan was, he was a messenger between the Lord. He would come out of the glory to the other angels. He would tell them what he heard from the Lord, and the angels would respond by worshiping God. Are you okay? Preaching is the replacement of that. Because now we as preachers or people that preach, what our job is, the word preach is the Greek word kereso, and it means ones that have put their ears upon the king's chamber to hear that what the king is saying, to bring the message to his people, and the response of the people should be to worship the Lord. So God, oh, I love that about the Lord. You have to understand that one of the key things why the devil hates you so ferociously is because you have taken up a position that he cannot have, and that is to be a worshiper. Even this night, you know, we can hear the guys can sing pretty. I can't sing, but what I can do is I can do something that Satan cannot do, and that is to worship God. Are you with me? And that is why in this church, lift up your hands, O ye people. Let your response be worthy of the King that you worship. It's honorable. Come on, guys, are you okay? You will never sit in, not even in you don't sit, you stand in the presence of God. Because you're a lover of the presence, right? And so you have to understand the weapons of our warfare are not carnal but mighty in God for the pulling down of strongholds. And then the Bible says this, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war in the flesh. I want you to understand that whether we believe it or not, the enemy believes that you are his enemy. Come on, are you guys okay? Whether we believe it or not, the devil believes you're his enemy. And he has a program set on to destroy you. But I want you to see, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war in the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal but mighty in God. Though I walk in the flesh, I do not war. I want you to see these two words together. Walk and war. Walking means progression. It means forward going. So the war that is unto us is only for those that are taking territory already for the Lord. Oh, come on, guys. Are you there? Are you sitting now on your mouth here? Let me say that again. Walking and warring are going together. Because when you walk with the Lord, you have to understand you're going to get headwind. Well, let me say this. When you walk with God, you will get resistance. People that has no resistance are doing nothing. Resistance is the byproduct of you going with God. Oh, come on. So if you are here tonight and you have faced any form of resistance, you need to shout unto God with a voice of triumph. Because resistance means you are gaining headway, you are making progress, and you are moving forward. So if you have resistance, rejoice. Because if you have no resistance, you are not a threat. But if you have a resistance, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, please note the valley is temporary, it's never permanent. If you make the valley a permanent place, that's because you've decided so. And in the season, we are in a Nehemiah season again, where we have to rebuild the walls. And my heart is so full tonight because this morning we went to 2 services, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, and God is filling up the house again. Woo! I was so happy. When I looked at the first service and I saw so many people, I was like, yeah, God. Look what the Lord has done. It's true, the Bible says that the gates of hell cannot prevail. And I was looking at it and I saw packed. I just saw, I like, oh Jesus, I love you. Thank you. But you have to understand the valley is temporary. It's never permanent unless you decide so. And in the season of Nehemiah that we are in a season where people have to pray. You have to get into your inner room. You have to go to the secret place because you can never take any other person where you've never been. The reason why Christians don't pray is because prayer takes sacrifice. You have to kill your flesh. You have to kill comfort. You have to kill that pillow. You have to kill off Netflix. You have to kill off all the things, because your desire for God has to be greater than your desire to be comfortable. Blessed are they